Hello there. Welcome to the Godot XR Avatar Tutorial Series Part 5. In this part we are going over the process of, hey, can you see this? It's a Makehuman character inside Godot XR Avatar with lip syncing. Yes, and that's what we are going to cover in this part. Let's do this. You should be inside Makehuman, where you have customized your character. And if you want teeth, you should be in the geometries tab and teeth, select one of the teeth meshes. And if you want the tongue, click on tongue and select the tongue. Now go to pose animate and save the character with the game engine rig. Switch over to Blender, delete the default cube, bring over the MPFB tab, go to New Human from presets and import your character. Alright, select everything with A and deselect. Now, switch over to Makehuman. You should still be in the Pose Animate tab and select the default No Toes rig. Now, click on Save. Switch over to Blender. Bring over the character. As you can see, it's outlined orange. Press G on your keyboard and X and drag it to the left. That's the imported character, the one with the default no toes rig. As you can see, it got the facial rig. Now go to File, Append, and you should be in the add-ons folder, Godot XR Avatar. There's a folder called Blend. Inside we got a file called avatar underscore makehuman underscore lipsync. Select it, go to the action folder, and here are two files. Since our mesh is a low poly version, in this case it's the proxy mesh, we are going to select the proxy underscore Blendshapes file and append it. The only difference between those two files is that the proxy file, the eyes, we had to move them slightly more down because there isn't, if you look at the mesh itself, there isn't much we can do with those eyes. All right, let's proceed. So select the armature, go to animation, change dope sheet to action editor and select the imported animation. Now zoom in. Let's switch to layout and in object mode switch to pose mode. Shift middle mouse button, drag up and drag the lower toolbar up with the animations, and now select everything of the rig in pose mode with A. Zoom in with the middle mouse button and move back. Okay. Zoom in the view, shift middle mouse button. As you can see, if we scroll around, it's moving its lips. Frame 1 and 2 are for the eyes. The rest is the viseme shapes. Those are animated with the rig. And since we don't want to use too many bones in our player model, and since we want to have a more general approach for the users of Godot XR Avatar, we choose to go the blend shape route. And how that is gonna work, we will just show in a second. Okay, go back to object mode. Now, select the mesh from the second imported model and shift select your character. Now go to scripting, go to open, and inside the Godot XR avatar add-ons folder, Godot XR avatar, blend. Inside that folder there is a Py script that we made. It's called nm2shapekey. Click on it. Alright, when we briefly look at it, its function is doing simply two things. It converts or transfers the animation from one object to another as blend shapes, and at the same time it renames those, or let's say names those accordingly to the file. Now, if you have done as I explained before, the only step we need to do now is click here on Run Script. Now, when we go click on Layout, we can click with the right mouse button at the second model and delete it, and now click on our avatar, now first model, and here on Object Data Properties, you can see shape case. Click on one of them, and as you can see, it's moving. Okay, good. Now from here on, you could do what we did in the first 3 tutorials. That would be to export the model as FBX. But before we do that, I want you to explain something. You need to remove all materials from the model. Now, the reason for that is when exporting with FBX, and I can show you what happens if we export it with a material. Wait, select all and everything, export FBX, selected objects, apply transform, check add leaf bones. Okay, we will just export it as untitled. Now, let's delete it, let's import the FBX. And when we look, there are no shape keys. Now, the reason for that is when we export our file with a material as FBX, it doesn't get exported with shape keys. For whatever reason, that's the way it is. Okay. Now I have already prepared a character, and it's already split it up and exported as FBX. Now this is the exported FBX, and when you look at the head, the shape keys are all inside. Now select all and everything, go to File, Export, FBX was the previous idea, and since this is an imported FBX model, we are going to export this this time as GLTF. That's the one we are going to use. avatar Makehuman underscore LipSync. We are going to just replace that one. Okay, that's all we need. Now back in Godot, let's open up the avatar player from the LipSync scene and select it and just delete it. Now import your previously exported model of the LipSync and drag it under the FP controller. Click with the right mouse button at it and make local. Now under script, quick load and auto. So we are going to add the automated avatar script. Inside here we are going to set up the paths. Okay, check. Origin path is FP controller, camera is RVR camera, left controller is left hand controller, right controller is right hand controller, left hand is left physics hand, right hand is right physics hand. Now, the next step is to check use automated LipSync, face mesh with visemes, select, scroll down, and it should be the mesh head. Now, auto anim choice. If you remember in the first 3 tutorials of the series, we had to export our model with animations. This time you don't need to do that, as we have made the auto-generated approach where you just select the animations inside Godot. So that should make it, life easier. Now, as this model is a Makehuman one with a Makehuman skeleton, we are going to select Makehuman, and this should be it. The next step would be just to add a material. So we have all and everything set up. Just save the scene, switch over to the Godot Dojo lip syncing demo. And let's see. Hello, hello, hello. That's it for part 5. Thank you for watching and bye bye.